Are you prepared? Are you prepared is a question we all ask ourselves about a lot of different situations, but as we know, winter is coming. So we're wanting to know, are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for the power outages, road closures, things like that? Tons of ways to prepare for that. Whether you're buying extra groceries, stocking up on firewood, things like that. Well, the way we prepare is we do all that stuff too, but we also have the Jackery HomePower 3600 Plus. We use it to keep us well protected in the event of a power outage. We've showed y'all before how we use it to protect our freezers and stuff like that in the event of a power outage, and how it works as a UPS, which is an uninterruptible power supply, which means in less than 10 milliseconds it switches over from your regular power to battery backup, meaning on essential devices like medical stuff, computers, routers, cameras, things like that, or freezers, you don't actually lose power and it continues to power your devices. Well, the Jackery HomePower 3600 Plus is packed full of power with 3600 watts of power and 3584 watt capacity. It also is expandable up to 21 kilowatt hours, which means that if you need a lot more power, you expect to have a lot of power outages. If you're in an area with lots of snow and lots of bad weather that's not prepared for that, you can expand this to make it last even longer to protect what you need. Jackery combines safety, power, and portability all in one unit. Like I said, it's got 3,584 watt hours of capacity, which means it's suitable for households of 3 to 6 people, powering all the essentials you need for that. I'm going to show you a little bit about the features and tell you a little bit more about this great product. Okay, some great features about the Jackery 3600 Plus is it's got a 30 amp RV plug. It also has 4 120 volt AC outlets. It has 2 USB-C 100 watt max outlets and 2 USB-A 18 watt max outlets, which if you have a new type cell phone or old type, no matter what, you can be able to use those for that. The other great thing is, let me show you this LCD screen and what all it shows you that it can do. When you initially power it on, you just hold the button, it comes on. Shows that we're at 93% right now. We left it under a little bit because we want to show you how it does with charging, because it's really great on that too. The numbers over here is your input, which shows if you were charging it, that number would increase. You can either use solar or AC or a generator or a combination of each to power this up and get it charged even quicker. It'll show your input there. Over here is your output. So if you had stuff plugged in and running, it would show you what it was pulling out. So if you're charging it while you're running it, you can actually see as long as you're putting out less than you're pulling in, you can actually keep this thing fully charged once you get going. Okay, and then on the side is where they have their expansion ports if you wanted to attach other units, stuff, or batteries to increase your capacity. The 2 DC outlets are where you can use solar to charge it that way, and then it has an AC plug where you can like plug it to an outlet and charge it that way, or a generator or something like that. So with the generator, what you can do is, rather than having to burn a lot of fossil fuels and continue to run them, you can run it for a short time, charge this unit up, and then this can last for hours. And being able to conserve your fossil fuels is good, because in those situations where you can't go to the gas station, something like that, they may be scarce and you have to make them last as long as you can, and that's where the Jackery really comes in handy. It also has 2 carrying handles to make it easy to move around. Great wheels for it's ultra portable, and it's got a nice handle that extends so that you can drag around, pulls around much like a luggage suitcase, a little carry-on, which we'll demonstrate for you a little later when we go show you how to charge it. But I want to show you how this thing works. We've talked about how we use it for freezers and stuff like that, but I want to show you some other things, because one thing about when your power's out, if you have an electric range or something like that that you can't really run, you got to think, how can I feed my family in this situation? If you're not really prepared for that, if you're not a prepper or something like that, you've got normal household goods. I'm going to show you how this will work. We've got an air fryer here, a coffee maker here, a microwave would work similarly. We're going to plug these in and show you how much power they actually use, and to show you that you can actually use this to feed your family if you need it in those situations. Okay, so we've still got it powered on because the green light, but I'm just going to hit the button so that the screen comes back on. We're going to plug in the air fryer over here, and I'm also going to plug in this single serve coffee maker. Okay, just for demonstration purposes, we're not actually going to run a thing of coffee through because we're not ready to drink coffee, but I just want to show you how these will work. So whenever you plug in AC, whether you use an AC, USB, whatever, you have to also turn on the power for that specific section. So we've got the AC on. We're going to get the air fryer fired up. You heard that it power on. We're just going to set it to go, and then you can see that we're burning or pulling 1,661 watts. So we still have, we got 2,000 left available. So we've still got plenty of power to run something else too. So we're gonna start this coffee pot, and then you can see how well. So a coffee pot pulls quite a bit, but we're still only pulling 3,000. So we've still got plenty of power left. We could probably actually hook in something else if we need to charge a cell phone or something like that. It could handle that as well. So this just goes to show you that you can truly take care of your family in those situations. Like I said, whether you have to use the air fryer to heat up something, cook something, a microwave is probably going to pull similar to this, a small microwave, or it may pull a little bit more. But like I said, if you're not running a coffee pot too, then you got plenty of power to be able to run those things. We're fixing to take you outside and show you a little bit how the solar panels work and how you can charge it and things like that, so that you can see. Like I said, you know that we're pulling 2,900 watts right now. We'll see what our input is with good sun, and then also show you a combination of using solar and AC input to show you that you can keep this thing charged while you're running your items. Okay, so like I said, super portable with the wheels. It's rolling over this uneven ground pretty easily. But what I really want to show you is how easy it is to set up these solar panels. Super easy to do. They got this nice carrying case they come in, so you can keep them secured really well and all nice and neat whenever you don't need them. But then once you get them, they just pretty much lay out and just kind of like an accordion, fold up. You just pull out what you need. And just like that, it's that simple to get them opened up. Get our carrying case out of the way. The other thing I really like about this is the long cord that it comes with, because if you have the right setup, you could actually leave the Jackery in your house and run the solar panels and just set them up if you have a back porch, balcony, or something that has good sunlight, and actually keep it running. You just keep it constantly self-charging itself in the event you have those power outages. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna zoom in on the LCD screen again so you can see what's going on and show you how this looks. Okay, so we've got it on there. I'm fixing to show you. I'm plugging in the panels now, and you'll see that it will start going up on the input. We're having a pretty cloudy day today, so it's got 86 watts input. I can adjust, and there's a big cloud right over the sun right now. So that just goes to show, even on a cloudy day, it's still going to charge. I'm fixing to adjust these panels some and see if that will help, because it's super cloudy. Okay, so as you saw, it just went up quite a bit, and so depending on the angle you have your panels will depend a lot on how well the sun's going to charge them. So just keep that in mind every time you set them up, that you have them oriented the right way with the sun. And it comes with nice little stakes too, where you can stake them in to get them positioned exactly how you want them. Now, I mentioned before about using a generator to charge it in addition with a solar panel, so I'm fixing to demonstrate that for you as well. Okay, so like we told you, you can charge this using a generator or AC and DC. So we're fixing to demonstrate that because we like to show rather than just tell, so you can see what it's doing. It's going to get a little bit loud when I start this. So once I get it started, we're going to come in, zoom into the LCD screen, and let you see the difference. Because right now, with the sun popped out, we're actually pulling in 368 watts from the solar panels alone, which show that they'll have this charged in about an hour. Okay, let me get this thing fired up. Sometimes they can be cumbersome. Nice. Okay. Okay, a couple more features I want to tell you about, and then I'm going to tell you the best part of all. If you stick around to the end, that's going to be the best part you're going to want to hear. So the other great things is this thing offers safety for your appliances too, because it has a 2,000 volt surge protector built in. They also use next gen heat resistant ceramic battery cells, which means that you're going to have a long life with these. You'll have over 6,000 charging cycles. It'll last 10 years, and at 10 years, they'll still have 70% capacity. And the other great thing is, on a single charge, this thing will only have a 5% discharge over a year. So even if you charge this thing once a year, you're still gonna have 95% capacity at the end of that year. So now, you've been waiting for this part, the best part of all. Jackery is having their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, which means you can save up to 65% on this unit and some of their others. The link's going to be in the description. This is going to be the lowest prices they've had of 2025. And the other great thing is, who's not looking for a tax break? These units also qualify for up to a 30% federal battery tax credit. So not only can you save when you buy it, you can also save at the end of the year on your taxes. So be sure to check out their link in the description. Go check them out for yourself and make sure that you are prepared for this winter.